Okay, we've got some fabric here, and now we are going to bind off, which means taking the knitting off the needles. It's a pretty simple process, a little more straightforward than casting on. What we're going to do is knit the first 2 stitches of the row. So we've got those 2 stitches on our right hand needle. With our left needle, we're going to pick up the first stitch that we knit. So we just go in from the left to the right, and we're going to pull that up and over the top of the other stitch and the needle, and then drop it off. That is 1 stitch bound off. We'll never have more than 2 stitches on our right hand needle. So we're knitting another one. We'll go to the back stitch, insert our needle left to right, pull it over the top, 2 stitches bound off. We continue all across the row this way until there is 1 stitch left. Remember, never any more than 2 stitches on your right hand needle. Now when you're doing this, try and do it loosely. It's very easy to bind off and be tighter than the rest of your knitting. So concentrate on just being loose as you're doing it. Sometimes people actually use a larger needle when they bind off if they have a problem with always having too tight of a bind off. So that is a hint for the future. I just tend to think loose while I'm binding off. It can't be, I guess there's a possibility that it could be too loose, but that's very uncommon. We'll continue across the row until we get them all bound off by knitting 1 stitch. Then you have 2 on your right needle. Pick it up and over the top. A few more to go, and we'll wait until we get 1 stitch left on the needle. Then we're going to need a pair of scissors, which I don't have right by me, so I'm going to just have to go grab that very quickly so I can show you the last step. Okay, we've got them all off except for the last stitch. You want to leave about 6 or 7 inches so you have plenty of yarn that you can weave in your ends when you're done with a tapestry needle. And I'll show you that later. But for today, we're just going to pull this loop up so it's larger, being careful not to pull it all the way out, and then we take this tail and we just run it through that stitch and pull till it's snug.